I'm continuing to go through my collection of gel blasters, find some different cool ones I can customize and modify for giveaways. So, in December I gave away a G36 for the first time. I realized I had another one, so I thought let me go ahead and do something a little different with this G36 so it can be a giveaway prize at some point in 2023. So this is just kind of a quick, I guess really early preview because I'm not sure when I'm going to give it away, but it will be given away at some point in the first half of 2023. All right, so this started out as a CAISA, which is CAISSA, CAISA brand G36. These have come down in price dramatically over the past year. I've seen these on sale sometimes for under $40 with two motorized mags. So this has the motorized mag, of course. And these were right around 200 FPS, if I remember, somewhere between 180 and 200 FPS. So that's a heck of a deal that you can get on these now. They were, a year ago, they were probably $100, so they really have come down in price. But it's a nice blaster. You get the motorized magazines. You get two of them. This one had the weird, at least I kind of think it's weird. We've seen it on several blasters where this whole front piece slides off to get to the battery. And that's just not a great design in my mind, especially because I planned on putting a threaded tip on there. The way this one works, the whole thing would come off, including that piece, but it's still just, I thought it would be better to find a different place for the battery. So I reroute the battery line into the grip. So that's a hollow grip. It's got a twist on the bottom, and that's where your battery is. It just, to me, seems like a better design, easier to get at, looks cool, and it gives you that foregrip that a lot of people want anyway. I took the standard G36 riser off of it to kind of mix it up, to make it a little different, put these low-profile rails. So you got this low-profile rail here with your optic, and then a tiny little low-profile rail up there just to match. And then I went with a buffer tube stock on here. Now, this is a fixed stock, so this you could unscrew the buffer tube and screw in a different buffer tube, but this piece is fixed onto here, and you can see that it just goes into this standard factory spot. The way this one works, I did have to do a long M3 bolt all the way through that kind of holds it in place. It hinges on there fine, but the way this clip works is not the same as the clips that are printed. So there's just one long bolt through here that you would just remove. You pop that pin out, you could pop that back in, or you could remove it and then you could pop this piece in, which is just a stockless piece that you just pop in, push that into the hinge, drop the pin down on the hinge side. So that way it gives you three different versions when it comes to stocks. Threaded tip on here. This one has a nice barrel on it, right? So you can see, and it's a nice wide one. Not going to be any issues with any sort of restrictions on the gel balls when they're coming through there, because sometimes if you put ones on that have too thin or too narrow of a hole, then you end up breaking gel balls sometimes. So this won't happen here. Of course, you could take that off and go with a tracer on this too, since that's threaded. The threaded piece obviously is right here. So this can screw off. You could screw on any sort of tracer or other suppressor that you'd like. So I hope you guys like this one. Again, just a new custom G36 for future giveaways. Just showing them to you guys as I build them. And of course, I'll show them to you again and shoot them when I get to the point where they're part of a prize pack. Comments, questions, let me know what you think. Of course, like, smash the subscribe button, share my channel with your friends, and participate in all these giveaways. I enjoy giving all these back to all of those who support me.